Good morning, welcome to day 2 of 30 Ways in 30 Days. One of the first things that we want to do always is reset our sleep and wake cycle. And our sleep and wake cycle is very critical to our health because it regulates some very important hormones. These hormones include cortisol and insulin and leptin and ghrelin, which regulate our appetite, which regulate also our metabolism. So it's important for us to have a good sleep and wake cycle. And one of the ways to do that is to align ourselves with the sunrise and the sunset. And I know that's not always possible. Some people work night shifts, some people have to wake up super early, some people naturally wake up early like myself. I'm usually up around 4:35ish before the sun gets up. So here's some practical things that you can do at least to get the ball rolling. The first thing is you want to get as much sun to skin exposure as you can first thing in the morning. So you'll notice that I'm not wearing a shirt right now. I'm actually on my balcony, so you'll hear cars driving by. And what you do is you try to get as much exposure to natural sunlight as possible, unfiltered, so not through your windows, because most windows have a coating on them that keeps all that light, the beneficial properties of light out. Try to let that sunlight hit your face, especially if you can't go bare-chested or bare-backed, then at least let it hit your face. Keep your eyes open as much as you can, because this will send an important signal to your brain, which regulates your sleep and wake cycle. Then in the middle of the day, you want to try to get out and get some sunlight. The midday sun increases serotonin, which later turns into melatonin. And then in the evening, you want to make sure you're winding down appropriately. Eliminate all overhead lighting, or at least as much as possible. And if you do have overhead lighting, then try to make sure that it's not pure full spectrum light. You can buy fluorescent bulbs. I'll share a link with you. That are actually color coded, so you can get orange and reddish bulbs, and these will actually be beneficial to you because they will simulate a sunset or different frequencies of light as opposed to the full spectrum of light. Another thing that you want to do is if you're on the computer a lot, you want to make sure that you're using an application called Flux, and I'll share a link with you. This regulates the spectrum of light that's coming off your computer screen. And you can also use Apple's Night Shift, and you can also use an app for Android phones called Twilight. So here's a few tips to help you regulate your sleep and wake cycle. We'll talk more about sleep and wake cycles throughout 30 days because it's a very important thing for you to help improve your energy, to improve your immune system, to improve your healing capabilities, and also to regulate all of your hormones.